Boys, and welcome to my top 6 Outlast variants. They need to be scary, clever, and just generally a good idea for a variant to be on this list. And also I've scripted this, so that's probably good. I should now say that there will be a lot of spoilers for the original game and the Whistleblower DLC. So try to beat them before you watch this, because you'll get really spoiled. Also, most of this will be images with me talking, as I cannot record the game as I've got it on PS4, but pictures should be fine, so let's get started. Number 6. Dennis. Dennis is 6th as he barely appears in the DLC and does not appear in the base game at all. Dennis has a mental disorder called multiple personality disorder, and so therefore has 4 personalities or characters. 2 brothers, one of them named Timmy, their father, and their grandfather. Dennis tries to sacrifice Wayland Park to Glueskin so he can live. I hope this character appears in the next game or DLC, as he sounds like a very interesting variant, but is barely used in the game. Number 5. The Twins. The Twins are 5th in my list. The Twins are very calm and look very similar to normal humans. And they have penises, as they are naked. Let's ignore that. They also do not run, and instead slowly walk to their prey, which I think is a lot more creepy than them running. Their machetes they hold make me feel incredibly uneasy, because I know what would happen if they would catch the player. Their voices are very creepy as well, and they say stuff like, "I would like to kill him," but in a very, very calm voice, rather than a very angry voice. Number 4. Frank Manera. Frank Manera is the guy that tries to eat you at the start in Whistleblower. He holds an electronic saw and seems to use it so he can split parts of people's bodies and then eat them. Later in the DLC, he puts you into a furnace in an attempt to cook Wayland, and so he can eat him cooked rather than raw. This fails, however, as Wayland smashes the back of the furnace and gets out. He also seems to have strange cuts all over his body that are like symbols of some kind, and he is covered in blood. 3. Richard Traeger. Richard Traeger is a doctor, but instead of helping people, he cuts them up and kills them. One of the most disgusting parts of the game is when he cuts off 2 of your fingers using his sharp bone shears. Also, I think the scariest part of the base game was for me was the part when he looks for you. Just knowing that if he finds you, you'll be tortured to the point where you wish you were dead made me really, really scared. After Miles gets into the lift and Traeger tries to get him out, but Traeger gets crushed, it was one of the most proud parts of the game for me. I was so glad he was dead and I can go back trying to escape with one less variant looking for me. Number 2. Chris Walker. Chris Walker is 2nd on my list, mostly because of your first proper encounter with him. It is the first real jump scare in the game and it really caught me off guard. As well as that, he generally looks like he'd snap you in half without him having to work very hard. And if you died while with him, you know he does some very disgusting things against you that only someone with superhuman strength could do. He looks fairly large and fat, but seems to be pretty athletic, which is also pretty scary as he could catch up with you pretty easily. So, we're on number 1, and for number 1, I have chosen Eddie Glueskin. Whoa! Eddie Glueskin, also known as the Groom, is 1st on my list, as he is by far the best variant in the game. He hunts his prey, and tries to turn his victim into a woman by cutting off their balls and penis, which is just lovely. After he does this, he pretends to marry the victim, acts like he loves them. However, he still sort of tries to kill the player and every other victim to the Groom by hanging them and leaving them up on some ropes, like they are a dead animal and a butcher. When he finally dies after getting impaled, anyone who was playing the DLC was very happy that he can't do anything like what he did again. Thanks for watching, guys. This took me like 2 hours to make, 3 hours maybe, I don't know. Yeah, probably about 2 hours and a half-ish. So, I hope it's good. I mean, from my end it looks good. I couldn't get video, but oh well. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. big boys, and I will see you at some other point in time, hopefully soon.